Okay, Reggie. One thing that stood out to me about Suge's latest podcast episode was he talked about a visit that he got from Afeni where she told him, according to him, that Jimmy Iovine and them had told Suge that he was responsible, or told Afeni that Suge was responsible for Tupac's passing. Are you aware of any such visit, and were you there if it did happen?
Of course, yeah, I coordinated that visit with Safini, and I think I talked about this visit before with you guys on probably on a live stream. Don't remember doing it on a camera interview. But yes, she did come up there, and this is later. This is not. This is once the lawsuit had been settled. This is like in I think '99 to be honest. Um, I think we had already put out "Still I Rise," and I think the greatest hit had already been put out. So I think it was something dealing with until the end of time, and it was mainly about some music things, some things where it was getting hectic again between myself and Tom Wally, and anything that I said or did was everybody knew was pretty much coming from Suge's opinion, and so I think me and Jimmy talked and was just like, hey, let's just let them go up there. Let's get them up there to talk to each other and work it out themselves. And they did. They both agreed to meet with each other. And Afeni came up there and they talked. Now, I'm not going to say they were up there hugging and smiling and kumbaya and all of that. It wasn't that type of meeting. But it was more of a respect type of meeting, like, or a get things off their chest style meeting. And they had words where both of them spoke from the heart and was saying things, and they pretty much was talking among themselves. I would hear things over because you sit in the visiting room is a table. I know y'all thinking it's like a glass and everybody behind the glass, but once you get in the state pens, it's a table that seats five people. It's like a white table, a plastic table, and it has five chairs around it. So we all could be in earshots of each other, but you can also just talk where you just talking to another person and can really hear what the other people saying. And so they were talking like that and having a conversation where where like I said, so I can't, and I'm not going to sit up here and say that she didn't say that. He has never said to me or when she walked out and left, and the reason why she left, it wasn't because of the time expanded. It was because she had a flight that she had to get to, and she had a car service out there, and she had to get back to the airport because she flew into Sacramento and went to Ione. It wasn't the prison up in St. Louis Obispo that she visited him at. And so that's why I know the visit happened, after our houses and stuff got raided because that's when they moved him from CMC to Ihone. They put him behind the electric fence. And so she came up there visiting. He never ever said to me, hey, man, she's the only reason she's been mad, Reg, or why she's so mad is because they're accusing me or you or anybody that having anything to do with the death of Tupac. I never heard that. Uh, he never said that. So, but I can't say that that didn't come up. I had never heard that she felt that way, or had that, or was told that. I was always been told that, quite the opposite, that they knew the truth and all of that. I know the daddy is over there pushing that government bullshit again, and death row in the government, but what you expect from a ex, I'll just say Panther. They hate the government. They hate the United States government. They need to move their ass back to Africa, in my opinion. But that's another story. Um, or Cuba or somewhere. But yeah, I I know every time I call and ask Amaru, Tom Wally, Amber Room to me was just Dina LaPote, Tom Wally, Donald David, Miss Shakur, of course, the boss, and Molly, Tom Wally, Dina LaPote, Donald David. Every time I called to ask them for something, whoever I had to talk to, they made happen. If she had any issues or stuff like that with us, she didn't have to license us or allow us, even though they were our songs, but we had to get permission. That was the agreement. She wouldn't allow us to put those two songs on Too Gangsta for Radio that we put on there. The two songs that we put on Chronic 2000. She wouldn't allow us to have the realest and unconditional or get a budget. I don't know if she, read or understood the concept or even liked the concept. But she had to approve, along with us, the budget for Unconditional Love video. Y'all remember that video, All About You? I pulled off Snoop and put Top Dog in that video. She would not, allow that if she had issues or felt that way about us. So I don't recall or know of an issue until later on, once the album or once we got over the Koch Entertainment, and Suge was trying to do something with some old, with the stuff off of All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, which she had no control over. That wasn't included in the agreement, and where she felt that she will still own like $500,000 or something like that in royalties at that point, which we eventually got worked out. They eventually got worked out, but that's the only time of an issue, and I was gone by then. And I think that happened in like 2003 or 2004, something like that, that things became an issue with Afeni, Miss Shakur. So it's hard for me to comment on that question, and I'll best just leave that one alone, to be honest, because for the most part, they left, and whatever she came up there for, that Jimmy and I wanted her to do, and her and Suge to do, to work out, it happened because we was able to continue and put out Until the End of Time album. So, yeah.